into the new lake today. Put some stuff in here. Are we ready? The candy shop, guys. Probably need a couple of these. Pack of that. I don't know what anything about this lake, but grab a couple of these.
What's up, you guys? Good morning. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. We are back at it, and I'm heading to Lake Fairview. So I've never been to this lake, but I wanted to give it a shot, give it a try, and I don't know much about it. I haven't really heard of anybody catching any big ones. I have been on fish brain at one point several years ago. It caught my attention, so I must have seen something, but I never went over here. Looked at it on Navionics for a little bit. It's fairly big, at least what it looked like on there. Looks like it has some structure, but like deep holes, but you have some contours. So my big thing is I'm gonna wanna look at the water clarity, see what we're looking at, and then how the grass sets up. How deep does it go out? Is there any water over it? What kind of grass is it? How thick is it? And we'll go from there, graph around there and see if we can find some fish. So about 10 minutes away. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Peace. All right, guys, so we are at the lake. It's pretty big, it's pretty open. Parking's a little confusing. I'm not sure if that's a little turnaround or parking, or I'll probably just park there. There's nobody here yet. So yeah, oh, water was clear. Woo, looks good. Clear water, open. We'll see the grass lines. Pretty bluebird skies right now. We're supposed to get weather at about 2. I think it's like a 50-60% chance of rain. Winds are gonna be 10 to 20. So we'll see. There's another lake I like to go to when it's windy, and I was really thinking about changing my mind, but I said, let's go out here and see what's going on. I've heard about it, but I hadn't fished it. So let's go out here and, this may end up being just a scouting trip, but hopefully we can get on some. See y'all in a minute. So we got about 3 to 4 feet visibility. Yeah, it's probably between 3 and 4. Starting here, like once again, I don't see a lot, but they can be in the grass. The hard edge looks like it's an 8 to 10, but there's scattered grass out to like 13 and 14 that I've seen so far. There's a kind of a point, shallow water comes further out over here and it drops down steep, so it's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm on this northeast bank, so I'm just gonna throw this worm around a little bit, and this probably isn't the color I want, but I haven't seen any grass now. I'm gonna change this color. I'm feeling a plum. We got clear water, but we got wind, and I'm gonna go big. Looks like a lot of crappie in this lake from what I saw on Fish Brain, so we need to be around some of them. Bad thing about Florida is that you got scattered grass. I mean, it's almost like they know, and they're probably not hiding from your electronics. They're more or less just hiding ambush points, but they get around that and in that, so you can't really see them. There's not like hard bottom with no grass that they're sitting on like other lakes where they'll sit on structure and hard bottom, so you can see them with your electronics. They're gonna be around drops but in grass. I feel like we could stay in probably 13 to less because the grass is not coming out. The grass was coming out at 15, 17. With this water clarity, I would say we need to be out deeper, but because the grass line, the bass are always going to relate closer to those grass lines. So if you have shallow grass lines, you need to stay close to that within like 5 feet of depth. If you have deep, you need to stay around those edges. Some lakes, the grass is way out and you're fishing in crazy deep water, In other lakes, man, you're out in the middle of nowhere fishing in those depths because there's nothing out there. And there's just not a lot of hard bottom. But you can get on these lakes, man, where bottom bait's just not going to do it for you. But I like to use this because we can at least find some stuff. I mean, I could throw a swim bait around. It's probably how we would get a bigger one. But the worm is going to tell you if you got some fish around, I feel like. But with the amount of crappie in here, I feel like we need to be throwing something like a crankbait. Got some crappie tones in it, some whites and blacks. But I could be right now in the worst part of the lake. You don't know until you fish a lake a little bit. We got the wind blowing in on us. South wind. I'm not seeing stuff up high. So just throw around over here. This is a very steep drop. Contour comes out farther, that 10 feet range, and then it drops into this hole. So you got that deep water close, you got scattered grass, and you might have to be on the hard edge. We'll kind of figure that out as the day goes on. After we get a few bites. Water is very green. Up shallow, it's really clear. Like around the dock, it's really clear. Out here, it's not as clear. But I'm not seeing all that good grass I was seeing. I have no contour lines on my Lowrance up front. So that sucks. Usually I have at least some. It's kind of crappy that it doesn't show anything for this lake. So it's going to be hard to fish. We're just going to have to plug around. My front depth finder usually gives me a lot different look. Like I usually don't see as much fish on that, and then on this one I'll see a lot more, and I'm not seeing much of anything. What I am seeing is all high. Okay, we're dropping into this deeper section. I like to fish areas where deep water comes close to the bank around the summer. It's a lot more, got a lot more activity over here now. But we went from 12 to 17. But I'll be honest with you, like I said this last video, I mean, I'm about to put out, if you ain't seeing it, you need to, there's the hard edge and 10. I'm trying to force something right now. It's not jumping off. It's not jumping out at me, what I'm seeing on the depth finder. So usually that means you're not in the right spot. But we'll give this a couple casts and move on. Go guys, see a little rowing action. Alright, I've spent enough time over here, I think. Can be frustrating fishing a new lake, for sure. Because as you fish your lake or certain lakes more, you realize how much you can dial it in with baits and spots. And until you figure all that out, it's kind of crazy, man. You just feel like you're walking around blind. Alright. Like I said, this might be just an excursion today. Go do some more graphing. Just heard something. The old trap is never a bad option when you're... But we're in 18 feet right now, so... Alright, seeing some sexy stuff in 10 feet. Seeing fish out here suspended in 5 to 10. Which if we had a nice grass line up here, well, we might be coming up to some grass. So maybe if we got grass and we got bait, sitting high outside of it. We can probably catch some in that grass, but I don't know if they're out here nothing or not. It's definitely fish down there. They're not on the bottom though. All right, let's keep it moving. They ain't biting where you're fishing. They're biting somewhere. Go find them. That's what we're gonna do. Keep it looking. So I've got a little, I'd call it a little contour. It's about to come out up here. You got a little curve. I like to call it a little bend. It's a lot of fish, but they're out deep and they're suspended. But we'll see. It drops from like 10 down to 15. And those fish could be kind of looking up there suspended, and when they see it, fish are all in that 5 to 8 range. Hard edge grass, 8 feet. So maybe they're in it. Oh, look at that, they're schooling. Oh, okay. I see y'all jokers now. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if I can throw this trap over this grass. There he is. Oh, good one. That's a good one, guys. Stay down. Oh, oh. Oh, stay on. My first Fairview bass. It might be a donkey if I can keep him on. Trap. Oh, yeah, he's a good one. Barely hooked, too. Oh, he's barely hooked. Oh, God, he's barely hooked. Stay on, man. Stay on, stay on, stay on, stay on. Oh, look at that, guys. Sometimes you gotta go in there and get him with a trap. Look at that. Look at that. My first fish on Lake Fairview is a pretty good one. Finally saw some activity. Some bait coming up over there, over that grass. Picked that trap up, first cast. He's probably 4.5, I'm guessing. Man, I've worked hard for this fish. Scanned and graphed. 315. Alright, we'll take him. 315. Put him in here and see if we can get another one. Might be some fish over here. Close over here. Hit bottom and bounced off. Oh, something hit it. There we go. There we go. There we go, guys. Stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. Get in the boat, dude. Get in the boat. There we go. Back hook though. Probably need to change color. DT10 in his face, guys. Said he's not a giant, but that citrus sad got him. All right, guys, we are out. If you're planning a trip to Lake Fairview, save your gas money and go somewhere else. No, I mean
Beautiful lake. I mean, it's a pretty lake. It's deep. I figured it would set up perfectly for me with all the. It's got a lot of deep holes, a lot of kind of offshore twists and turns, and offshore structure. Primarily pepper grass. The areas I did good, I think I had more eelgrass and some hydrilla. So basically, three areas. One, it was more short. One area I was getting a lot of short strikes. They were pulling the bait off, and this canal area, I guess, going into the second lake, and then it leads into a third lake. Did good. Caught the two there. One on a DT10 citrus. One on a lipless crankbait. And the other one was on the east side of the lake, where the deep hole ended, and it was shallow. So it came straight up. There was a little corner, and then it was laced with pepper grass right up there. Caught that one on a mag, an old monster and plum, but it was tough for me. Didn't see much fish where I wanted to see them. But if you got out in 20, 25 feet, you saw balls suspended. But, I mean, it was tough. I really thought I would do a lot better here. Fairly clear water. It's like 4 feet, 5 feet. And so that's it. Hope you enjoy it. Please hit that like and subscribe. I wish I would have gone on more. I don't know if I'll be back. I don't know. It was tough. But it was a challenge. Maybe the deal is more flipping. I did flip some shallow stuff. I flipped some pads a little bit with the light sinker. Nothing, but this lake may not set up that great in summer. Like I said, there's a lot of deep water. But I'll see y'all later. I'm heading to the house. See y'all next time on B-Mass Fishing. Your boy's out.